What are you doing down there, Carl?
Well, excuse me, I don't have any earmuffs. Well, Andy's doing all the easy ones, I'm doing the hard ones, as the montage will show. Because Andy's cut all this floor out willy-nilly, what we're doing is doing a bit of arts and crafts, mate. I got this bit of cardboard here, and what I do is I cut a template out of cardboard, and then I make it fit, make it look good, and then we can pop rivet a sheet to fill all these holes that Andy had to cut them out for the roll cage. You probably didn't need to cut out 8 foot of, stop moving my spoiler. Don't do that, it'll break. It's designed for speed, not flexibility. If you look fast, you look fast. Anyway, so basically I've just cut this little template out, coming in here so you can have a good look at it. So you can see I've probably maybe cut too much, but because it's out of cardboard, it's no problem. So I can fold the flap down and sort of work out where it needs to be, cut a bit of a trace, then we can take this over to a bit of sheet metal or a bit of tin, whatever we're using, trace it out, cut it out first time, the right time, everything fits, pop rivet it in the floor, and then we have successfully fixed Andy's fuck-ups. He's mumbling things along the line of, I really can't repeat what he's saying. It's a bit of yin and yang, you know, you got Bull in a China shop and you got Mr. Mystique just coming through, just finessing all these parts back together. I'm gonna stop speaking now before Andy leaves and doesn't come back. Turns out, these are no good. It's too thick, it's too hard. I've got a tool in my collection. If you follow me over to the tool bench, we'll give this a crack, shall we? Tools here at Luxor's workshop. We don't compromise when it comes to quality. We don't compromise when it comes to safety. So you're probably thinking that we should have used a guillotine for something like this, but no. Guillotines are very unsafe. You could lose your finger in a guillotine. I know it makes a better job and it's safer, and well, it's not safer, but it's quicker. There's a lot of bonuses to guillotines, but they're expensive and they're dangerous, and I'm not about that. So we've gone and cut this little piece out now. It's probably really f***ing hot, but that's all right. There we go. Do you reckon we should just weld these in, or we can't weld them to aluminium? I didn't think it was possible to weld steel and aluminium together, period.
If you're good, you can.
If you're good.
I'm not that good, but.
So we're gonna pop rivet them. All right, boys. All right, I'm not always a but today we're going on an excursion.
Yay!
Now,
Yay!
so it turns out our favourite restaurant, In-N-Out Burger, has got a pop-up store here in Australia, and this is a big deal. So I'm going to take...
What about our favourite vlogger?
No, well, he's not coming to Australia right now. But anyway, we're going to go to In-N-Out Burger. They've got a pop-up store, so I'm going to take you boys on an excursion. I know we haven't really been that busy this week, but I'm going to show you how nice of a boss I am by taking you to get a burger. I mean, In-N-Out Burger.
Fucking
I'm going to go for a drive.
Unfortunately, we couldn't get into In-N-Out Burger, so there's a massive lineup and you had to really know someone to get any kind of attention. We obviously don't know anyone, and we've come to Betty's Burgers here to have a nice burger, but there's a guy here, right? The guy somehow got himself an In-N-Out Burger. Delivered. Turns out I know someone. So all of us peasants here are drinking Betty's Burgers, and there's a guy here with In-N-Out. I offered him $500 for that burger, he didn't take it. Anyway, let's get back to the shop.
So we're filling in the last sort of little holes in the cab, and basically we've got a bit of tin here and we're just bending some shapes up. Well, Andy's doing all the easy ones, I'm doing the hard ones, as the montage will show. But basically we haven't got a bender, and we can go down the road and use someone else's bender, but we like doing stuff here. So basically Andy's wearing our mate Weston's Redneck Science shirt, available on westonlikescake.com. We're doing some real redneck shit here. This is like a way to bend metal if you don't have the right tools. So as the majority of the shit in our shed, we don't have the right tools, so we just make it work.
It probably won't work, we'll just give it a go.
So we've just got a couple of vice grips. So you saw me buy in episode 1 or 2 from the down the road. They're in the $10 bin. This is the kind of stuff you use it for.
Get close to the edge here, mate. You want to get the most leverage we can on the timber.
So I don't know if Andy's going to explain any better, but
We're going to give it a go. We're going to try and knock the edge over with a bit of timber. So we've clamped it with a bit of steel here. Give it a sharp edge. We need weight here, but obviously the weight should be on that side. You're not holding that.
I'm not.
No.
Well, it's two nice little handles, just ready to hold. Like a little motorbike, little Z50. Rum rum. Why are you wearing earmuffs?
Fucking need it.
Where's my earmuffs? Excuse me, I don't have any earmuffs.
Loud noises!
As long as Andy's ears are protected. He's already in his 50s, like, his good years are done. What about me, man? I'm young.
You don't lie in bed at night going, whoa, after a Metallica concert, oh. This one's 45 degrees, so we're going to guess it.
Okay.
You're 45 degree cut, so we're going to see how close we are.
Whoa, 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 I reckon that's 45. Don't say I didn't say that.
Protractor.
Yeah, you better hit it back up, mate.
Do a guess, do a guess. Get it?
I don't know where it is. I don't have a protractor. Where's your digital one?
Oh, in that red bag.
In the Make It Super, not sponsored. I would love to be sponsored by Super Cheap because they have a lot of cool stuff. So if you're watching Super Cheap, not sponsored. Is that a 45 there? We're going to film this in one, oh, I got the wrong piece. Going to film this in no edits, no cuts.
It's actually looking now, it's a bit under. It's a bit under, but it's pretty close actually.
Well, it's too far.
Yeah, but that allows for the next one. When I hit it, it's going to spring a bit.
No, it's not. It's not a pipe bender, mate. See, when I said stop, whoa, I reckon we would have been bang on the money. Because see, my eyes, they're actually tuned in.
Well, we'll see if your bend's 45 degrees then.
What bend? It's pretty fucking
under
close.
as well, so that will meet the start.
No, it won't. That's fucking bang on, mate. I don't make mistakes. Did you say steak?
Did you say steak? Cakes and pies, cakes and pie.
I'm actually full from the 2 burgers I had for lunch. So I was so keen, already in my head committed to 2 In-N-Out burgers, wore the shirt and everything, and then we couldn't get one. So we went to Betty's Burgers and I had 2 burgers because I felt like I just needed 2 because, anyway, mad can.
Get in there, a bit of manipulation, be all right.
Well, let's see how she goes in the car first. Or it might be way in, you don't know. Perfect. So we pretty much done all the plating and we just had a little bit of a good Samaritan act here where the lady's, her brake calipers come loose and we're just fixing that for her. The main goal is we've got all the plating in. So we've pop riveted that in. Everything's looking a lot safer than what it was. Not as much dangerous stuff can get through the floor, which is fantastic. You're never going to stop it all, but we've made an effort to make it look pretty good. The seat's nice and contained and everything's sort of looking great. So all we can really do now is put the doors back on, turn this thing around, get it on the hoist and start mounting these parachutes. And once we mount parachutes, we've got 300 more jobs and then we're ready to paint. And coilovers, there's probably a bunch of stuff I'm forgetting right now, but we're making progress and progress is progress. Now, we've had a few, you want a hand there? Or
I'll do it all myself, mate.
you're all right. Andy's doing it himself. But you can see here, if you can just hold that still while I'm trying to explain to everyone what we're doing here and you're just moving shit around. So you can see there we've got a bit of a mishap here. The door handle looks fantastic. Like, I mean, if this was 1994, you would look cool as, but it's not. So we've ordered some new wrap. We've ordered the really good stuff. So for 5 meters, I'm pretty sure it was like $34 delivered. So we've expanded, we've basically cut no corners. So we're only using top quality stuff, but we've got a lot of top quality stuff that actually needs to go in the car. And unfortunately the wrap didn't make the budget. So we've just gone with the cheap option. But anyway, I better give Andy a hand to lift this door on because it's quite heavy and he's got a bad back apparently. So hang on a sec, I just got to warm up my wrist. Because when you're doing the big hits, you need to be flexible.
They're not big hits, mate, they're little hits.
We need a torch. Can you just hold that there, Andy? So somewhere in this workshop, we've actually got 4 torches. I can't seem to find any of them. It's not on the toolbox.
It might be on the boat, mate.
Might be on the boat. Don't tell anyone that this is a project that we're building when we get back from America and it's super secret and nobody knows about it. Definitely don't put this in the video. She's in. It's done.